Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of butter production. Have you ever wondered how that creamy goodness makes its way from farm to table? Join us as we uncover the step-by-step process of making butter in a factory. From fresh milk to delicious butter, you'll be amazed by the science and artistry behind this beloved dairy delight. So grab your favorite snack, sit back, and let's get started. The first step in making butter is collecting fresh milk. Dairy farmers are essential in this process. They milk cows and gather the milk in large containers. This milk must be fresh and of high quality. After milking, the milk is quickly chilled to keep it fresh. It's important to keep the milk at a low temperature to prevent spoilage. Once the milk is cooled, it is transported to the butter factory. At the factory, the milk is tested for quality. This testing checks for things like bacteria and fat content. Only the best milk is used for butter production. Once the quality is confirmed, the milk is ready for the next step in the butter making process. After the fresh milk arrives at the factory, it undergoes a process called pasteurization. This step is very important for making sure the milk is safe to use. During pasteurization, the milk is heated to a specific temperature for a certain amount of time. This heating kills harmful bacteria and other microorganisms that can make people sick. The milk is usually heated to about 161 degrees Fahrenheit or 72 degrees Celsius for at least 15 seconds. This method is known as high-temperature, short-time pasteurization. After the milk is heated, it is quickly cooled down to a lower temperature. This helps preserve the milk's quality and flavor. Pasteurization not only makes the milk safe to drink, but it also extends its shelf life. This means the milk can be stored longer without spoiling. Once pasteurization is complete, the milk is ready to move on to the next step in the butter making process. Once the milk has been pasteurized, it moves on to the separation process. This step involves dividing the milk into cream and skim milk. A machine called a centrifuge is used for this process. The centrifuge spins the milk very quickly. This spinning forces the heavier skim milk to separate from the lighter cream. The cream is the part we need for making butter. It contains a higher fat content, which is essential for butter production. The skim milk, which has less fat, can be used for other dairy products like cheese or yogurt. Once the separation is complete, the cream is collected and prepared for the next step in the butter making process. The next step is churning the cream to turn it into butter. Churning is an exciting part of the process because it transforms the liquid cream into solid butter. The cream is placed in a churning machine, which agitates it. This agitation breaks down the fat globules in the cream, causing them to stick together. As the churning continues, the mixture thickens and eventually separates into butter and buttermilk. This process usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Once the butter forms, it looks like a soft, creamy substance. The buttermilk is drained away, leaving only the butter behind. The butter is now ready for washing to improve its texture. After the butter is churned, it goes through a washing process. This step is important to remove any remaining buttermilk that might be left in the butter. The butter is placed in cold water and gently mixed. This washing helps wash away the buttermilk, which can affect the flavor and texture of the final product. The washing process also helps firm up the butter. After washing, the butter is drained to remove excess water. This ensures that the butter is pure and ready for the next step. Salting. Once the butter is washed, it is time to add salt. Salting is an important step for both flavor and preservation. Salt enhances the taste of the butter, making it more enjoyable to eat. It also acts as a preservative, helping to keep the butter fresh for a longer time. The amount of salt added can vary depending on the type of butter being made. Some butters are lightly salted, while others may have a stronger, salty flavor. After the salt is mixed in, the butter is shaped into blocks or tubs. It is then ready for packaging. Shaping the butter is an important step that gives it its final form. After salting, the butter is placed into molds to create uniform shapes, such as blocks or tubs. These molds can vary in size and shape, depending on how the butter will be sold. For example, some butters are shaped into large blocks for restaurants, while others are made into smaller tubs for household use. Shaping not only enhances the butter's appearance, but also makes it easier to package and distribute. After the butter is shaped and packaged, it undergoes a sealing process. Sealing is crucial for maintaining freshness and preventing contamination. Each container of butter is securely sealed to keep out air and moisture. This helps to preserve the butter's flavor and texture. In some factories, a vacuum sealing method is used to remove air from the packaging. This step is essential because exposure to air can lead to rancidity, affecting the butter's quality. Once sealed, the butter is ready for distribution to stores. The final step in the butter making process is packaging. Once the butter is shaped, it is carefully packed into containers. These containers can be blocks, tubs, or other forms, depending on how the butter will be sold. Packaging is done in a clean environment to maintain hygiene and prevent contamination. After packaging, the butter is labeled with important information, including the ingredients, weight, and expiration date. The packed butter is then stored in cold storage until it is ready to be shipped to stores. This ensures that it stays fresh for consumers. Once the butter is packaged, it is distributed to various stores and markets. Distribution is a critical step in getting the product to consumers. Logistics teams ensure that the butter is transported under controlled temperature conditions to maintain its quality. This step may involve trucks or refrigerated vehicles that keep the butter cool during transit. The butter is then delivered to retailers, grocery stores, and restaurants, making it available for purchase by consumers. Before butter is shipped to stores, it undergoes rigorous quality testing. This testing checks for several factors, including taste, texture, and freshness. Quality testers evaluate samples of butter for consistency and flavor. They also ensure that the butter meets specific nutritional standards. If the butter passes these tests, it can be approved for sale. If it does not meet the required standards, it is either reprocessed or discarded. Many modern dairy farms use automated milking systems to streamline the milk collection process. These systems allow cows to be milked without the need for human intervention. In an automated milking process, cows enter a milking station at their own pace. The machine attaches to the cow and begins milking. This method is more efficient and reduces stress for the animals. It also allows farmers to monitor the health and milk production of each cow more easily, ensuring high-quality milk for butter production. In addition to butter, many factories also produce ghee, a type of clarified butter. Ghee is popular in many cuisines, especially in South Asia and the Middle East. The process of making ghee involves heating butter to separate the milk solids and water content, leaving behind pure fat. This method gives ghee a distinct flavor and aroma. Ghee has a higher smoke point than regular butter, making it ideal for cooking at high temperatures. It is also prized for its long shelf life and health benefits. Butter has a rich history that dates back thousands of years. It is believed that people first started making butter around 5000 BC in regions like Mesopotamia. Originally, butter was made by hand, using animal skins to churn cream. Over time, the process evolved, leading to the mechanized methods we see today. In many cultures, butter has been a staple food and is often associated with various culinary traditions. Today, it remains a popular ingredient worldwide, enjoyed in countless recipes and cuisines. And that's the complete process of how butter is made in a factory. From collecting fresh milk to packaging the final product, each step plays a vital role in creating delicious butter. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at how butter is made in a factory. If you learned something new today, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more amazing content. What other food processes are you curious about? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the world of food. And remember, the best things in life are often made with a little love and a lot of cream.